Yeah, it feels good just to know that it's awesome because this is our first Coastal game, and I think we bounced back pretty well from last week. And guys made a point that hey, we can't be hungover from a loss last week. We got to make plays this week because this team's just as good. And I mean, Virginia Tech's a really good team. It's a really good defense. I was a little bit nervous going into this game just because Bud Foster's a really good coach. He's really good at scheming teams, and you don't really know what he's going to throw at you. The first few drives, and it's good defense. The way he uses personnel was really good, and they made some good plays. But we finished on top.
What was the key for your preparation this week, not just you, the entire team, to get past last week and obviously have a good outcome this week?
Yeah, I mean, we just said Sunday morning, Monday, we just preached. Biggest thing that we preached is, can't worry about it. Can't worry about last week, and I really meant what I said last week when I wanted to see Florida State again. I really meant that. I really do want to see that again, and everyone else has got to co-sign it, and I think they have. But it starts week by week. We said in meetings, yeah, we want to see Florida State again, but at the same time, in order to do that, we got to handle business 1 week at a time, 1 practice at a time, 1 play at a time, and it started with Virginia Tech this week.
Just for the psyche of this team, how badly did you guys need this one?
I need every win, but yeah, this win, we need it badly because it's Coastal. We got to win the Coastal, and it's our first Coastal game, so just starting 1-0 in the Coastal is huge, and we got to just keep it rolling.
One of the things Al told us about was in terms of the penalties. He says that he went to the captains. He said, "You guys have to work on this now."
Yeah, I mean,
you've shown everybody what's wrong. You guys as players.
Yeah, that's on us. That's on us, and we were on them all week, and we still had some penalties today, so it's something that we have to correct. And coaches can't. I mean, they've already done enough with penalties and showing us, hey, you guys made a penalty on this play and showing us film and stuff. And at this point, it's got to be on us. They can't get out there with us and make sure we don't go off sides. Coach can't run out there on the field and say, hey, Trevor, don't. Oh, my bad. Coach can't run out there with us and say, hey, Trevor, don't jump on this play. It's got to be on us. It's got to be on the captains, on Nick, on Alex. It's got to be on Joe, on Stacy, on me, on Rashawn, just all the guys on the offensive side of the ball and both sides of the ball. That last penalty we had in the red zone, we can't have that. I know Scotty was excited. He was pumped up. I was pumped up too, but we just can't have those, not in those situations. So we'll go back at it, and we'll get in those guys next week.
There's been a lot of rotation on the offensive line. Does that matter to you at all, that there's a couple different guys in front of you on different downs?
Not really, just because, all week long they rotated. No one really complained. No one really moped around. A couple guys didn't start. Just all week long they were trying different things, so I wasn't too worried about it. So, yeah.
How are you sort of surviving that and keeping your focus and still playing with your
as a quarterback, you just got to be tough. I wear my Kelly Tough shirt still for a reason. I wore it today. I had it on last year at homecoming. So just got to be tough as a quarterback. And as a quarterback, there's a lot of things that you can critique, but you're either tough or you're not. You can't really critique that. You either got it or you don't. And I have to sell it for my guys too. I know the receivers and offensive line, they're all going to sell it for me. Joe's going to sell it. Joe Yearby's going to sell it on blocks. The receivers are going to lay out for me, and I have to sell out and hang in there and make something happen too. Yeah, they jumped off sides. It was just we call it alert calls. Just for me, it's I give a fake cadence and basically what the defense does. I'll call a play based off that. So they jumped, and the rule for our centers is if they nudge offside, snap it because they're in the neutral zone. So snap it and just get a free play out of it. Take a shot downfield. So and Herb made a good play. I mean that was a phenomenal. That's a game changer right there. We always practice 2 minutes, 2-minute situations in practice, and that just changed that changed momentum. That changed I think it changed the outcome of the game. Going to halftime, 20-13, and they're getting the ball back next half. So that really changed the game and gave us some good momentum as an offense and just as a team.
Was that the play or was that a byproduct?
What's that?
Jumping offside.
What was it again?
Was that the play you called to pass the
No, just the rule is if they jump off sides and they get snapped, it's automatic just go routes and take a shot downfield. Yeah.
These hard throws, is that something you guys do a lot?
It's just a part of for all offense. I'm sure a lot of other offenses. It's just a part of their when the quarterback gets a few different calls in. Same thing in the NFL. they'll do some dummy cadences, and basically what they'll give me, they're giving me safety rotations, safeties creeping into the box, it's a 7-man box. Depending on the personnel, I can check to a pass play, I can check to a run play away from that front, or anything like that. So, sometimes it's 2 run plays, sometimes it's 2 run plays and a pass. It just differs, week by week. But I usually just use the fake cadence just to see what the defense is doing. Virginia Tech especially, they'll hide things to the last minute, and then wait till I'm saying down to go, and they'll go from cover 1, press across the board, to dropping their cornerback 30 yards deep and having their safeties play the flats. And stuff like that is just something I have to be aware for, and the fake cadence helps me a lot.
Last question, guys.
That pass to Joe, you evaded some pressure, so
Mm-hmm.
talked about how that's something you maybe you're doing more of, being able to evade, go out the back of
Mm-hmm.
going right. Just that play, take us through it, and kind of what you're doing.
Yeah, just the play was just like a simple slant route to Joe. Joe did it's like a cut slant route, whatever you guys call it. But it was to Joe. They kind of called it out. They kind of schemed. This defense schemes a lot of plays, so they kind of passed it off pretty well. Their linebackers just did a good job covering. So I just I slipped out, and I think I might have had the first down running. But I figured, if David's open, why not get the ball to the guy who was faster than me when it matters most. So he was open, and he made a play.
All right.
Next week you have Clemson.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, top 5 team. How much are you looking forward to that? Another really big challenge.
Yeah, that's a good team. They got guys, they got dudes across the board. This last defense that we just played, Virginia Tech, it's one of the most disciplined teams in the ACC. But in terms of athlete-wise, I think Clemson and Florida State are probably like one of the most athletic teams in our conference. So they got some dudes. We have some dudes too, and we just got to go to work this week, and we can't really hang on this win too much, because in the ACC every week someone's bringing it. We're the Miami Hurricanes, they're the Clemson Tigers, and it's going to be a big game. So we got to start getting ready. Got to start getting ready now and tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.